Hey everyone, this is Tell True Sports Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fitch, and now I'm going to tell you the truth about the Major League Baseball playoffs. And the Astros defeated the Seattle Mariners 4-2. They came back once again. It wasn't as dramatic as that comeback the last time, but uh, they came back and won. And unfortunately for Seattle, it's curtains. Their best pitcher, Castillo, pitched great 7 innings, made one mistake to Mr. Alvarez. Uh, 3 earned runs and 7 strikeouts. Now they're leading. Once it's the fourth inning and Dellamore singles and they take the 2-1 lead. Oh, Seattle, I'm thinking if I don't know, Seattle somehow holds on. I didn't think they would. Oh, okay. They righted the ship. They overcame that horrible loss the other day. All right, it'd be fun. Maybe the series will get pushed to 5 and be a dramatic fifth game. I like stuff like that, but nah, your Yordan Alvarez is he's hard to get out because he can hit every pitch and he's got a really big, strong lefty that has a really great basic swing. So he doesn't overswing. He doesn't do the analytics where he's swinging for the fences all the time. He'll get you that single when you need it. He'll get you that homer if you need it. He hit a home run, make it 3-2, and that's game. Because this is like a wide receiver versus a cornerback almost. If the Astros at home are even, they're leaving. And they got the lead, and that was it. And Bregman got a single who's very difficult to pitch to. And they get a 4-2 lead next game. And both teams pitched well, but Valdez did what he had to do. And then once you get Abreu, Montero, and Presley looks hittable to me, but he's been pitching well. I've seen Presley get hit, but he was solid, and they get the save, and they're very. I thought Seattle was going to win Game 1. They're up big in that, and they were up 8-3. And the Astros get 2 in the 8th, and then that 3-run homer by Alvarez in the 9th off Robbie Ray. And they're so difficult to beat because number one, Dusty. I don't like the Astros. I wasn't an Astros fan, but I was big on the young kids coming up, the Bregmans and the Springer and Correa and Altuve before all the cheating scandal. I said, man, this is a fun team. They're good. So I enjoyed watching them. And they have Verlander and they had Morton at the time. And Dallas Keuchel. I said, these guys can play, man. After that cheating scandal, because I get on the Patriots about this. People get mad that I have this standard of not cheating, but I'm not budging off that. So if you don't like that, you just don't like it. The Patriots, there's shenanigans behind some of those titles, filming other teams' practices, just doing little things because it's so hard to win championships, and players put in so much to get that one title. When you cut corners and do that irks me. So I was done with the Astros after that. But now they got a chance with Dusty, who I love. So I have mixed feelings. I don't like. I'm not crazy about their organization anymore. I don't like what they do. I don't like what they stand for. But I love Dusty. So if they did win and Dusty finally got a championship, that's not bad. But just that would be like, hey, see, they won a championship without cheating. You were wrong. No, I'm right. You're not supposed to cheat. So please miss me with that foolishness. But one thing I do respect from them, they're just from inning 7 to 9, they're very, very difficult to beat. That's when the fans get going. I think the Astro fans sense that. It's like the old Yankees of the 90s, the late 90s, where they can be down, but Jeter, Prasad or Bernie Williams going to get a hit, a home run, or Brocious is going to get a big, something special is going to happen in that building, and that's what's happening in Houston, where they just know that crowd, that dome. If you're not putting Dennis Eckersley in the 8th inning and Mariano closing in the 9th, you're probably not going to beat the Astros. Now, refuted what I just said was the way the Braves came in there and just clobbered them in Houston. Now, if you're a team like the Braves were last year, they were just on a holy mission. And they didn't care about playing in Houston. And then Soler hit that bomb. Somehow Atlanta fans got in there game 6 cheering them on. I don't know if there's a team like that that's just so mentally tough that could just walk right into Houston and get a W. The Yankees sure aren't. The Yankees are spooked by Houston. If you see the Yankees in Houston, it's a close game. You can almost set your watch to the Astros getting to the bullpen and winning the game late, or hitting or Valdez hitting another home run, where they're going to do a big celebration in the 9th or 10th. There's no way. There's not a snowball chance. You know what? The Yankees could beat the Astros, because the Astros could get a game in Yankee Stadium. Yankees will never. This group here could never win in Houston. Period. I dare the Yankees to show up in Houston and try to win a game. Yeah, I admire the Yankees. I'll be pulling. I would like. I'm a New Jersey guy. I know they're not my team, but I'll pull for them to win. I like to see Joe Jig get a championship. I'm not holding my breath. Not against Houston. And the Yankees, I expect to beat Cleveland. Cleveland can pitch. You know, Quantrill, he ran to some an air, messed him up in the right fielder, but they just don't hit it. They got Ramirez is a hitter, but you can pitch around them and get the other guys out. They have a lot of outs. They scrap like crazy. Francona's going to coach them up, but I just think with Nestor Cortez pitching, the Yankees are going to get the job done and move on to Houston, because I've already penciled in Houston. I've mailed that in already. That's either the Mariners get beat in Game 3, or they put up a fight, which they've shown how feisty they are, win Game 3 and then get beat Game 4. But they're going home. Their season will end soon. And then we can start talking about I'm already seeing who the Astros are going to sit and play. I believe it's going to be the Yankees as well, the Astros, Yankees. Now, in the National League, I think the Dodgers are in major trouble. Everybody's saying, well, Astros are so good right now. I pick them against the Dodgers. Listen, I was listening to a radio host, and I'm like, you pick them against the Dodgers got to get there first. They got to get out of this series. And then if they do that, they got to beat the winner of Philadelphia and Atlanta. The thing that really hurt the Dodgers is a Walker Buehler injury. If he doesn't get injured, I'm picking the Dodgers to take it. It's just that no Walker Buehler. You will need him in San Diego. And the problem is, after Mookie Betts got thrown out at second base in a 3-3 game, in my mind, I said this: Padres got momentum. And then they got that run. And then they got the home run. And once they got the home run from the guy who has really, really been the star, Will Myers, who's been solid. And it's just like they really, really, absolutely, positively played well, and he fielded well. Machado got him going, a home run. I just like that. I like how San Diego's playing, and at home, there've been the little brothers. Sometimes the little brothers come back and bite you. Remember the Browns beat Pittsburgh that one year, and they're not healthy. And now you got to, I don't know about the bullpen. Gratterall gave it up yesterday. No, I'm sorry, Jake Chenoweth. Jake Chenoweth is the one that's playing well. He played well against the Mets, and he hit the home run against the Dodgers to give them a 5-3 lead. But it's the guys like Profar and Chenoweth that's helped out. And God forbid Juan Soto gets going. If you're a Dodgers fan, you better pray he don't start hitting a couple balls out of the park. Now you're really in trouble. Without Tatis, they've just no problem. I think what was big is that when they walked into Citi Field, when cross country walked to Citi Field, stared the Mets down, stared down Scherzer and Bassett, and they did okay against DeGrom, and they won in Citi Field to decide a game, whoop the Mets. And now they're going to play Dodgers, and they're super confident. They're probably they don't like each other. They would like nothing more than to ruin the Dodgers run to try to get another championship. And that is going to be very, very, very difficult to try to get a game in San Diego without Walker Buehler. Because Walker Buehler, that guy could walk on the road and pitch anywhere. He's just that composed, great, hard throwing pitcher. I don't know if Goslin could do that. Blake Snell is on. Blake Snell's really pitched well. So you got that. I think that advantage goes to San Diego. They win. If San Diego wins game 3, all the pressure in the world is on Dodgers in a short series. Now your whole season's in one game in San Diego. If the Dodgers go win this series, they gotta win game 3. Because now you know, regardless of what happens in game 4, you're going back to Dodger Stadium for a deciding game fan in your 5 in your building. But I just don't. It feels like San Diego's going to get these 2 games in San Diego. It really does, because they're kind of on fire. The Dodgers and they're not hitting. They had the first and third, bottom of the 7th, with nobody out. You can't get a run home. As soon as that happened, I said, this game's over. And then Chenoweth hit a home run, and that's the next game. You might as well turn your TV set off, because there was so much momentum. And they got momentum going in San Diego. They know in their hearts they could beat the Dodgers. Because I watched the Dodgers beat them up past couple years. It looked like San Diego, there was a confidence thing. The Dodgers knew that they were the little big brother, and they were going to whoop the little brother. I think the little brother has grown up and has got his weight up. And I just think that Juan Soto might be due. And then Machado is really playing well. And then Blake Snell. And then it's just, the Dodgers got to have another thing. Dodgers got to have Bellinger hit like he can in the postseason. He just, the wide swing and misses. I think he changed his batting stance and style. I wish he would go back to what he had in 2020, because it's just, when he goes up there, I'm thinking he's probably going to strike out. He'll strike out. But, I mean, he did get a single, but you need Lux. You need the other guys to help out Friedman and Mookie Betts if the Dodgers want to move on. And when there's a man at first and third and 1 out or no outs in San Diego, you better get that run home. Because if you don't, that's how you get beat. It's all hands on deck if you're the Dodgers. You got to give everything you got as far as playing the small ball, sacrifice flies, however runs you need, because you know you're not going to keep the Padres off the scoreboard. And you know you're going to have to go deep into your rotation. Goslin might go 4 or 5. You better hope that. And then you want the lead. You don't want that to build. They're down 4-0, 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning. The crowd can smell it. Now you get beat. Now you're down behind in the 1st inning. Soto hits a home run in game 4, the deciding game. Now it's 3-0. Now all the pressure in the world. Now you decide, okay, do I take my pitch out early? It's a staff day because I got to get to game 5 somehow. If you win game 3, now you don't have to go all crazy with your bullpen in game 4. But it just feels like I'm pulling, because I got a friend that does a live stream named Danny, the Dodger fan. I really like him, so I want to see him win. But I just have a hunch that San Diego's gonna win this series in 4. They better. I don't know if they want to go to Dodger Stadium and against an experienced Dodger team that'll come off the deck and come back home. I don't know about that, San Diego. I think the Braves and Phillies are going to go 5. I can't even pick a winner. It's that close. The Phillies whooped them in game 1. Braves whooped them in game 2. And both teams, what I do like, they're playing situational baseball. Not a lot of home runs. Opposite field singles, driving in runs, sacrifice flies, button guys over, sacrificing yourself for the good of the team. Both teams are playing small balls. This is going to be a well-played series. They're fielding the ball well. Zach Wheeler pitched a heck of a game, but he just had one bad inning for the Phillies. So let me see the pitching matchup here. It's Charlie Morton versus Aaron Nola. It's a good pitching matchup. Charlie Morton is very good in the postseason. Going against Nola, who's solid. It's going to come down to Game 5. Max Fried spit the bit. He's going to get a second chance, I believe, in Atlanta. And I believe this is going to go 5. If Philly can walk into Atlanta and win a Game 5, I just think it comes down to who plays well. Atlanta can win 2 games in Philadelphia. Well, Philadelphia can close them out. It's such an even matchup. You can't make a key error. You can't have a bad inning where there's walks and then you give up a 3-run homer because it's a small ballpark in Philadelphia. So it's the little things that's going to win the game. Everybody talks about analytics, spin rate, and all that stuff. But when the postseason comes, it could be like a play where Mookie Betts gets thrown out that kills a rally. Or it could be an error. You can make an error at shortstop that keeps with 2 outs, and all of a sudden the other team gets 5 runs, and now the game is blown up where you could have got out of the inning, and the game would have been close. It's the little things. So watch for that when you see Atlanta and Philadelphia. I know the Mariners are done. I know the Astros are going to win. I believe the Yankees are going to win. I have a hunch that the Padres are going to get them. And this series, I can't call. It's just about who plays better.